Good morning. Good morning. How's everyone doing? Get started in just 1 minute. Let's see. Norman, were you on last night? You were on last night as well, correct? Good morning. Good morning. You guys get up. You stay up late and get up early. Unbelievable. Good morning. How do I buy the pre-sale tokens? Are you talking about pre-sale for this? So we got into this one last night, to be honest with you, Crypto Vault. And after we ended our stream, I did find out about the two failed launches. So I'm just going to play a. So we'll get into that, Bratcher, in 1 minute. Crypto never sleeps. You're right on that. Look at Terra, right? Jesus, overnight. Yeah. So I did find out about the two failed launches. So I'm going to play that right now. So whoever was curious about that, I was super curious about that as well. Teddy actually had Crypto Vern on, who is, I don't know if he's necessarily a part of the team with Crypto Vault, but he's definitely, he can talk about it. I think he works in the back end a little bit with it. I don't know his specific role in Crypto Vault. But what's up, Michael? How you doing? But he did mention the two failed pre-sales or the launches. So this is what he says about, because I know that was a big issue last night on our channel. Talk about the two messed up pre-launches or failed pre-launches, and this is exactly what he said happened. So here you go. And if you don't know Crypto Vern, this was the first time I actually heard Crypto Vern, and me and him probably wouldn't get along, so our personalities are way too different. He was kind of getting on people in the comments for asking questions, and like I asked a question, and he kind of tried to make me feel stupid. I asked, like, what if Bitcoin, right? What if you do like a 3-year lock for Bitcoin, and let's say next year it goes up to 250K, and then obviously it drops and the market corrects. We go into a bear market, and then it goes down to like 100 grand, right? So I lose that $150,000 value. He's like, "Come on, man, you really think Bitcoin?" Like, just his responses. I'll try and play. I'll try and find my comment in there and see how he responded. But man, what's up, 808? How you doing? Good morning. Uh, we got in on that pre-sale for CVT, waiting on the AMA. Yeah, so I am waiting as well. So a lot of people on our channel had a question about the two failed pre-launches. So I'm just going to play this real quick. He just briefly talks about it. I do have some questions though, so I'm going to wait until the AMA on Wednesday to see if those questions get answered. But here's the two failed launches and what happened.
Dude, you're fine. You're fine.
So, okay, crypto realist. You want to know why the two failed? The two failed.
Can everyone hear that?
No controversy. You want to know, Teddy? Want me to break it on your show?
I would appreciate it, but we're gonna ask you in the AMA as well.
Okay, well, I'll answer it now. So basically, the token didn't come back until, well, there was an issue with the token. So they changed the date. And so they had set another date. The audit came back a day after. So guess what? Got to change the date again. That's it. Pink Cell can confirm it later. Okay.
So that's it. I mean, that's
the God honest truth. But we will.
Yeah. So honestly, that's not like that's not really like two failed launches, right? Because you think of a failed launch, and you automatically think they didn't sell enough tokens. Something happened with the contract where it was a little scammy. So Crypto Vern's response to those questions actually made me feel a lot better about the project, even though I still have questions regarding the project, right? Like, I want to know if I obviously buy a coin or like Saitama, let's say for instance, because I know Saitama is going to have a staking mechanism built in sometime in the near future. Do I those if I lock my coins up for like 2 years, am I part of any kind of staking where I get rewards on it, or is if there's a percentage back on my investment, or if someone buys me $50 worth of Saitama, and let's just say throwing numbers out there, let's just say I get 1 billion coins, that 1 billion coins in 2 years, am I getting 1 billion coins back, like 100%? So am I getting that minus, obviously, I think there's like a 2.9% fee to withdraw or something like that. But am I getting the same amount of coins back? Or are they, I just don't want to miss out on like the staking issue, like the staking part of it. Because in 2 years, if you're staking on a platform and you're getting, I don't know, 12 to 14%, in 2 years, that adds up. So I have those kind of questions I want answered, and that's all. Crypto Vern's a very good guy, but into Saitama back in the day. Haven't followed him since after Vegas. Yeah, he seems like a good guy. It's just personality wise, you can tell like he was getting on Crypto Realist, but how he was joking with him, but he didn't come across joking, right? He came across like totally like pissed off and like just like irritated, right? But yeah, him and Crypto Realist were going back and forth a little bit last night. But yeah, you can just tell personality wise, he's not like the laughy giddy, type of person. His jokes are very like, if you don't know his personality, you don't know he's joking. He comes across as like, oh man, that's kind of messed up, But yeah. So there's an actual AMA with the developers on Wednesday. I believe it's 2 p.m. Eastern. I think that's the time. I'm going to double check, but I definitely want to find out more about this token. I know we went into it a little bit last night, but this token intrigues me a little bit, and I just have questions on it. I just need to know a little bit more about it. That's all. So let's see. Did anyone see Seda Realty and the transactions today? Right, with the 8th, like yesterday and today. Are these all tests? Does anyone know if these are test transactions? Because nothing was saying that it was live, right? So here's Russ right here. His last one says, just a heads up. So wait, so he said this 15 hours ago. Hey, Saitama fan, we're adding pairs and LP for other tokens as we speak. Happy trading. So you would think you'd be able to trade, right? Like, okay, now it's live. I'm going to be able to trade. And then he sends out a couple hours later, just a heads up, when swapping, keep token totals swapped small and increase slippage. This will reduce any failed transactions as we increase liquidity for the pairs on SataMask. So the liquidity, I guess, not fully injected yet, but nothing on Seda Realty yet at all. And we're seeing transactions, right? So we're seeing transactions. They're not coming in fast, right? I mean, it was a while ago, right? But there's still a lot of transactions in the last. These are all from yesterday. So I'm wondering if they're just testing. I just don't know if they're. It looks like they're just testing it. But I would wonder if they can take the contract down and test it. What's the website for CVT? Okay, so the website for CVT is cryptovault.net, and there's a pre-sale. I hopefully let's see where. I do want to wait for the AMA before I even. So here's the pre-sale on it. So it's a max of $2,000 or 2,000 BNB. They're at 652. Last night they were at like the 580s. So it's not moving super quick. Still 5 days left. I'm waiting for the AMA because that's when they're going to go into the deep dive of this project. And I just have questions. I don't want I would rather send my crypto. Me personally, in my head, I would think I just want to send crypto to my son's wallet, put them in a staking program and have them make money. And then listen, if that coin goes absolutely crazy, I want to be able to sell it for him and then invest in other things with staking mechanisms and get even more money for him. I don't want to have my money locked up, right, in a vault and have that project go crazy and then not be able to withdraw it and then diversify and then start building your crypto portfolio for someone that's a kid or a loved one or whatever. So I want to have the flexibility. Now maybe it's the vault's a good idea if, like, I guess from panic selling and stuff like that, maybe it prevents that kind of stuff. But I don't know. Hey, Badger Racing, there's a pre-sale on a token called Luna One. If it's okay with Patrovich, I could send you a link and check it out. Yeah, as long as the link's good. Yeah, I'm okay with that. If you want to throw that in there, as long as the link. I haven't. Let's see, Luna One. What's the website on Luna One, Norman? Oh, was it Luna? Let's see. Let me go to Google. So is it Luna One crypto pre-sale? There we go. So let's see. Is there an actual? What's their? Yeah, can you? What's their actual one? Their actual website, Norman. If you can just throw their actual website too. This way, I can just check out the company real quick. But yeah, so what do you guys honestly think? Have you looked at Kronos and that entire group of tokens? I think if staking is offered. I don't know much about it, but hear great things. Mark, 100%. I'm actually getting into that tomorrow night with Teddy Ganja because I know he's a big Kronos person. But listen, Kronos, that whole ecosystem with VVS, Tectonic, Single, all of their coins on there, their staking platform is absolutely amazing. Let me just grab my water real quick. Hold on. Okay. So their staking platform, Mark, is no joke whatsoever. I am currently in it. And it's a lot of returns, to be honest with you. And most of the returns you get are in the VVS token format, which is fine. So tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern, Teddy Ganja will be on this channel, and we're gonna talk Shibnobi. We're gonna talk this Kronos network, right? We're gonna talk H bar and Elgarand. Yeah, those are beasts. We need to learn more about that. What time? Yep. So like I said, tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on this channel. So yeah, definitely tune in. I'm going to be talking a lot about Shibnobi, but I'm also going to bring up the Kronos Network and just to kind of see what he's doing in there because I know he loves Crow, VVS, Tonic, because I hear her talk about it all the time. Perfect. Awesome, Mark. I appreciate that for sure. H bar and Algorand too. Yeah, 100%. Those are beasts. They're going to be great also when the ISO 20222 rolls out. It's going to be amazing. But yeah, I will definitely talk about Kronos. Just make sure you throw it in the chats tomorrow night. Ask those Kronos questions, just because I know Teddy can get sidetracked and I can get sidetracked too. And when two people get sidetracked, I'm hoping to get to it. It's on my list for sure. But just throw that in the comments and let me know. What did you guys think of? Did anyone see Crypto Vern last night on Teddy's show and kind of that interview process and what you thought about Crypto Vault? I still have all those questions, right? So I'm going to wait. I still think the coins will be there. The pre-sale will be there tomorrow, but and what you guys think about it? So Shib Toro. Let me jump into Shib Toro real quick. While I jump into Shib Toro, what did you guys think of the Crypto Vault? Honestly, just throw it in the comments down there on what you guys thought on that specific one. Let's see, Shib Toro. Actually, I think I have Shibtoro up here. I do not. So Shibtoro. Is that how you spell it? Why am I struggling this morning? Where is Shibtoro? Let me just get it off their Twitter, I guess. Is this the Shibtoro you're talking about? Shibtoro is a no-go for me. So Shibtoro, this is their Shibtoro you're talking about? So I have never looked into this one. Is this the one? I think a couple of people are pushing this one, right? Shibtoro. I haven't looked in this one, but I'm going to. What's their use case and utility? Let's see. That'll be the People's Token, give back not only to its investors but also charities. So are they doing like a wallet? Oh, that's really good. Are they doing like a wallet and a swap like everyone else? I guess we can see. So phase 2, nothing. I think this one, yeah, is literally a community. Yeah, so this is 100% a community-driven token. Now, that's how Shiba Inu started off, right? I don't know much about this one. Let's see. I haven't been sold yet, too. Oh, on the Crypto Vault, yeah. So, yeah, it's a big one, man. I got to look into Crypto Vault a lot. You need to look up with Dean at Crypto Sticker and do a live stream. Yeah, I'm gonna take a look. Honestly, we're starting to reach out and also get contacted about people getting on each other's channels. Like so, tomorrow I have Teddy Ganja on my channel, and then Friday I'm on. I don't know if you guys know who Rodney's World is, but I'm going to be on his channel on Friday night. So I will definitely blast that out on Twitter too. So if you guys follow Rodney's World as well, I'm going to be on there. So it should be a good time, fun time. But you'll start seeing a lot of us just kind of just hanging out and chit chatting on each other's shows. It's actually pretty cool. Shibtoro is a no-go for me. Yeah, I got to take a look at that one. I haven't looked into this one, but if it's just a community-based token, I don't know how long those are going to last, right? And how big is the community? How big is their? I mean, obviously, it's probably a new project, right? So 3,700. You're solely basing your whole crypto gains on this with the community, right? You're just hoping the community grows and grows and grows. Those are hard for me to do. I know Shiba, right? Doge is like that kind of too, because Doge doesn't have really a utility. But it's super, super hard. I think it's a charity and only, no utility. I think it's charity only, no utility. Yeah, so those are super tough to invest in because you're really praying that the community just takes off, right? Like your whole basis on you can't stake with it right now. You can't do anything. You're just literally hoping the community comes together and takes off. And then, I mean, hopefully, then the big whales, right? To see that automatic pump, and then where's the? So let's see. Are they Ethereum? Let's take a look at their chart. What is it? Shibtoro. All right, Shibtoro. I don't know much about this one. I really don't. There's so many freaking new coins. Shibtoro, ETH, so it's Ethereum. There's so many new coins out there. It's absolutely crazy to follow. I do have a button, and he's actually on right now, Mike. He sends me coins all the time. I'm like, what is it? How did you find this? What the hell is it? Damn. Okay. I was like, how the heck did you find this coin? Like he sends me some random stuff. I mean, yeah, I mean, obviously, here's your initial launch, right? Here's your second leg up, and then that's when the big old it comes tumbling down. Another run up, tumbling down a little bit. So where do you go from here, right? Where do you go from here? So you had your two massive run ups. So it looks like almost 2.9, so 2.8. Let's say actually it's like right here, 2.7, right? And where are we at now? A 1-3. Where do we go from here? Now, so what I would say is, how do we go from here? Exchanges, utility, right? Because it looks like the hype train, even though it's a new coin, there is what's called a hype train. And if you have a huge runoff here, but you don't have a future in like a to look forward to, now it's all about just trying to build your community. And that is so tough to do when you don't have a utility, you don't have, because big exchanges, they might not list you without a future utility or future something, right? Like a lot of these community coins might not get listed on big exchanges. Now, Shiba did, obviously, because Shiba's a monster of a company or a project. However, they do have Shiba Swap. They are working on their Shibarium blockchain, right? So now they are starting to pump out utilities, but it's very hard for community coins, in my personal opinion, right? And also seeing Apollo moving up a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna watch out for Fudney. No. It's not that one. It's not that one. There's two Rodneys. There's a Rodney My Crypto Journey, which people call Fudney. Also, then there's Rodney's World, which is a totally different Rodney. So these are the two different Rodneys. I knew a lot of people didn't know. These are the two different Rodneys. Let's see. And listen, follow me on Twitter. I don't know why my Twitter numbers are so low. Let's see. So here is Rodney, the one that you're talking about, I believe. So this one right here. This is the one I think you're talking about, right? My Crypto Journey. This is a different one that I'm not going on his channel. I'm actually going on this one right here, Rodney's World. They look the same. Listen, they have similar features, right? They cover somewhat of the same things. He is more about Shibnobi, Vault, right? Like, but yeah, they're two totally different people. So let's see. I'm gonna bring up the other Rodney here as well. Yeah, so he covers a lot of Saitama. So look, he's in San Diego, and where's he at? I don't know where he's at, but yeah, so you can tell the different content and stuff. He doesn't talk about touchy subjects. I don't believe, right? Like as far as Rodney's World, he doesn't go into like the big issues and stuff like that. Whereas Rodney from My Crypto Journey, he'll go into like heavy details with Saitama, and he'll hold Twitter Spaces, and he'll do a lot of stuff, right? Like, so he's very engaged in the community this way. So I am not on his channel. I'm on Rodney's World channel. So two different people. Coin Suffer YouTube channel. What does that mean? Oh, Coin Sniffer YouTube channel. Sweet, we'll watch it and like it. Awesome. So listen, yeah. So I'm gonna be on here Friday at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I'm gonna send something out. We just make sure that we're still on. We're a go right now, but obviously anything can change. But I'll definitely send something out. So Shib Toro, yeah, that's my challenge with these community coins. And listen, regulation, it's a coming. Regulations are coming. I think next week. I was on with the AMA with Shibnobi last night, and they were saying that I think Biden is coming out with something this either later on this week or next week about regulations with crypto or something like that. So, and here's the deal: if you're not regulated in crypto, if you don't have a good lawyer team with you, and you're not following the rules, I know the rules aren't super tight right now, but if you're one of those projects that are not going at least somewhat by the rules, or have a legal team where everything's in line, and regulations come out, you're not gonna last long as a company, as a project. So all of these thousands of projects, these e-news, these new ninja things, or whatever the heck's coming out, a lot of those are going to go away. And here's what's gonna make a coins like a Shibnobi pump so much, is that there are millions and millions and millions of dollars in these projects, like a Shib Toro. And I'm not using them as saying that they're gonna go away because of regulations. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just going to use them as their example, right? So their daily volume is 344,000. Their market cap is $4.7 million. Now let's just say, and listen, I'm just using this Shib Toro as an example, right? Let's say Shib Toro doesn't have a legal team. They have no utilities, right? Regulations come down and they don't meet the requirements, right, of the regulations. So this project actually goes bye-bye. Where does this $4.7 million go? Well, people will sell like crazy, and that's real money. They're going to have to put real money back into another project. So if thousands and thousands of companies are not regulated properly with the standards, they don't have legal teams, they're just kind of fly-by-night companies, all that money, we just saw 4.7 million. There's going to be millions of dollars that needs to go and switch over to other projects. Now, what projects are they going to go to? They're going to go to legit projects with legal teams that have utilities coming out, that have great CEOs and a great dev team that pump out products and projects that are good and actually work. And you know what I mean? Like, that's what people are going to look for. So the whole crypto market is going to change. And honestly, I think the people that are getting their crap together right now are going to benefit from it all. Yeah, we need exchanges 100%. I know they launched their store last night, right? But Cliff did say last night, now I'm hoping it's true. I'm hoping it happens, right? Like, we need this to happen. He said, so our major exchange is going to be March 21st, right? We know that. He did say last night that there is another exchange that is going to happen before March 21st. So that's 2 exchanges in this month so far. I'm hoping it's a Gate.io, just because Gate.io does a lot of volume with these kind of coins. So I'm hoping it's Gate.io that we're finally on and we can start pumping money through Gate.io. And then I hope it's KuCoin for that March 21st. I am hoping it's one of those big exchanges, but who knows, right? What do you guys think? When do you think Dojo Swap's going to launch? Honestly, like, realistically, let me pull up my calendar. We are literally a couple of days, right, from so what, today's the 8th. They leave, it's the 16th and 17th is the Dubai conference, right? So if it's the 16th and 17th, they literally have the rest of this week and Monday, Tuesday to launch Dojo Swap. So it's a coming, and I hope it comes and it's clean, it's slick, it works, because I think that will draw a lot of attention to this project. Let's see. I didn't mean to throw Shib Toro under the bus at all. I'm just using them as an example, but I really don't. Yeah, I know a couple people that are talking about this project and stuff, but for me, and where I'm at in my crypto journey right now, I guess you can say, is I'm looking for a lot of projects that I can have longevity on and be in for a while, like a Terra, right? Because Terrarium, they have stuff coming out. Their support team is just absolutely insane. Right now, it's going nuts, right? We're still in the honeymoon phase, the hype train phase. But there's going to be releasing some products soon. So when will this thing actually stop a little bit, consolidate, or even take a dip? I have no freaking clue. Someone yesterday, so this is a perfect example. Somebody yesterday, let's see, this month and Bitmart tomorrow. You're good. Watch your channel a lot. I appreciate it. No, I really appreciate it, Angel. Listen, I try to be honest and I try to not be biased. And like I hold most of the coins I do videos on, and I try not to be like a moon boy or a pumper. But if there's an issue, I'll call out the issue, right? But with Terrarium, when is the consolidation period going to happen, right? Is there going to be a consolidation period? But I was talking to somebody yesterday and they asked me, hey, should I wait for the dip on Terrarium before getting in? And I honestly, I think it was, God, what was it yesterday? I want to say it just broke the 5. And I said, look, I don't know when this thing's going to consolidate. It has to. People have to take profits. But people are eating up those consolidations and those dips like no one's business. So I said, look, if you feel comfortable paying right now with the prices, do it right now. Because if Terrarium comes out with one good bit of news, which they're on Bitmart, I believe tomorrow, if they come out with something else that drops, this price right here is going to go absolutely insanely high. And so if you are waiting for a dip, it might not dip. People were waiting for a dip in this area right here. People were waiting for a dip. And the only dip you saw was right here and right here. And it was so fast, it got eaten up absolutely super fast. So if you wait, now obviously my luck is I'll buy in and then the freaking thing will dip hard. That's fine. I'll try and buy more then, but I just wouldn't wait too long for these dips to happen, especially on a coin that you see is doing this, right? Who knows when the end is for this? Terra is 2 weeks old. Don't wait to buy. Yeah, Mark. So it's super early, right? And it only has a couple thousand, 5,000, almost 5,500 holders. That is such a young project. Under 10,000 holders. Wait till this is going to hit 50,000, 100,000, 150,000 holders very soon. It's going to go absolutely crazy. You think nobody's paying attention right now? Terra is literally hitting the crypto market by storm. If you take a look at, let's just take a look, take a look at the market. The last 24 hours on all these coins. Look at the market is down, except for stable coins, obviously. But there are some coins that are up. But look at the last 24 hours. Look at the last 7 days of these top 30-something coins. Right? If you don't think people are noticing what Terrarium is doing right now, day after day after day, right? It's absolutely crazy. Yeah, what's their let's see, daily volume, market cap. Look at not even $1 billion market cap yet. Not even $1 billion, not even 500 million yet. Tomorrow will be a dip because of Bitmart. Someone is going to cash out. Yep. So what is it? Buy the rumor, sell the news. So this is kind of what I'm looking for. And you kind of hit the nail on the head, Angel, for sure. When things drop, that's when people usually take profits because it's in our brain that when a product drops, everyone thinks that it's going to go absolutely crazy, so they don't sell. But the investors that have been around for a very long time, they know that that people are the big investors are going to start selling off, right? So what's pumping it right now as we speak is that big Bitmart listing, right? Hopefully that's going to draw a lot of volume. That's what people think. But I think maybe by tonight or tomorrow, I think you're going to start seeing some red. And I'm hoping it gets down to this mark right here, just for a buy-in, right? Just for a buy-in. It's going to get eaten up. It's going to get eaten up because people are going to be like, this is my chance to get into Terrarium on a dip. And that's what some people are waiting for. But that's just what I'm hoping. I'm not a financial advisor. My background isn't in this crap. I just do it for fun because I love it. But that's what I'm hoping for, and that's what I think is going to happen. Terra is a buy now is the right time project. Yep. Terra is a buy now is the right time project. Yes, it is. And there's so few holders still, right? Terra, 4 more exchanges coming up. Yep. So I think I'm hoping it dips just for a buying opportunity, because you can't go up forever. You need a dip. You need people to sell off that have a lot of coins, and because you need to move up in that rank as well, because you can't always stay with the least amount of coins, because you're never really going to make money unless you just hold forever. But out, damn iPhone. Let's see. Do you believe Terra could hit 10 billion market cap this year? So it's super. So yeah, it's so hard for me to make predictions of like how many zeros are burned as far as long term. Like Shibnobi, I always say this first zero we can kill because it's kind of easy and it doesn't take that much money. The second zero is going to be harder, a lot harder, but that's still in that doesn't take a whole lot of money. But anything after these first 2 zeros for Shibnobi at least is going to be so freaking tough. But a 10 million market cap, I mean, with the team they have, it's possible. However, we're in March, right? 10 million market cap, that's going to be really, or a 10 billion or 20 billion. Would you say 10 billion market cap? That's gonna be tough. Saitama, remember, I think Saitama at its high was like what, 6 billion? Throw down in the comments what Saitama's high was as far as market cap. I think it was 6 billion. I think I'm seeing either 2 billion or 6 billion, which is a huge difference. But throw in the comments what you think it was. But that was like before November. Saitama was the talk of the talk. That was the coin to be in. Everyone started going and gravitating to that. I kind of see the same thing for Terra. So if Terra does what they say they're going to do utility wise and it works out flawlessly, I think they could absolutely get to a 10 billion market cap. It's going to be tough as hell because there's so many new coins, new projects that kind of take a lot of that money and put it elsewhere, like a Shib Toro, right? Like those coins. But yeah, I definitely think it could hit that for sure. 20 billion minimum. Yeah, it's definitely possible. I mean, it's possible. Patrick, you born in October. Your analyst is so in sync with mine. I've noticed that from day to day. No, I'm a Leo. I was born in August. You probably don't see the Leo side of me on this channel because I try and keep it somewhat. But no. Yeah, I was born in August. I think when Terra breaks a zero, it will correct, but I think that correction will be eaten up quickly. I think it's going to be eaten up super quick. Like, it's crazy how fast this thing dips and then just goes right back up. It's really not even considered a dip right now. Secure a bag for Terra. Yep. So I wouldn't bank on this thing dropping too much tomorrow when Bitmart launches. I'm hoping it does, but I am going to do whatever I can today to try and get a bag of Terra. And then if it drops, I'm going to do whatever I can to try and get another bag. That's kind of what I'm looking at. Mike, I haven't looked at that one yet. That is on my list. I think you sent me a DM on it. That is on my list of today to look into that. You're the third person now that's actually brought that up. So yeah, I'm definitely going to take a look at it. It's just, I'll get to it today for sure. And I'll do a video on it as well. People would start taking profits soon. I hope so. We can't get in. Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're in this game to make money, right? So profits are going to be taken with coins. 10 billion market cap, big number, not sure. Yeah. So it's going to be tough, right? It's going to be tough to get that 10 billion mark, but it's possible if they also deliver on some utilities this year, and they do it for sure. Does the Leo sign come out on the soccer fields? Yeah, that's the side nobody sees, right? I can't do that on this channel, obviously, but yes, Mike, that is the Leo side 100%. So if people on this channel saw the way I played soccer, they'd say, oh yeah, he's a freaking Leo. But yeah, thanks, Mike, for bringing up that. Praveen buys up every dip. Yeah, I mean, that'd be awesome if he actually did that. I don't know Richard for sure 100%. Maybe you do. But I can see that team dumping money into this thing left and right. Terra is very much like Saitama was in July through September last year. 100%. 100%. And I see the similarities in that. Absolutely. And if they deliver, now the only difference is if they actually deliver, Mark, on their promises, their utilities, all that stuff, man, this coin can absolutely, look, we're about to go into the sevens. This can absolutely go insane. And as we're talking about it, this thing's just cranking and just going, right? Unbelievable. I did get some comments the other day saying, why are you now covering Terra when it's on an absolute tear? Listen, I covered Terra day one. Day one, I covered Terra. I actually got into Terra. I got into Terra at the 8.8 mark. It launched at what, 5.6 or something like that. I think it was like 5.6 at launch, maybe, or maybe not. I got in at it at 8.8. I got in right here. Right here, I got in. And then listen, 12 hours after their launch, so the same day, because they launched at 5:30 a.m. my time, Mountain Standard Time. 12 hours later, I did my first video with Terra, even though I was already in the project. So I've been doing Terra videos since day one. Day one. So don't give me crap that I'm on this train. I've been on this train the whole freaking way. People are unbelievable. Soccer is a great sport. Played high school and college. Yeah, Mark. I've been playing. I grew up in New York. It was big in New York. I played since I was 3. Got injured before college, so I didn't get that college experience playing. My son's big into soccer, so kind of passing the torch there. But I love it. I coached for many years. Love coaching. But yeah, it's honestly one of my favorite sports ever. And just to get, I play a lot of indoor now, but just to get some of that aggression out, I guess, right? The Leo side. But yeah, super fun. Let's see. So drop a comment down below. Do you think Terra is actually going to dip tomorrow when Bitmart comes out? I'm very curious. I think we're going to see maybe the first decent dip, but it's going to get eaten up pretty quick. Let's see. What's Volt doing? I got a DM on Volt. So I'm just going to throw up Volt real quick. Volt's another one of those projects that, I mean, it's the community around Volt. It's really awesome. I like seeing what I'm seeing with Volt. Let's see. Okay, so Volt right now could be on a nice little discount, but that's not going to last, right? With Volt 2, if you notice Volt, all of their dips for the most part, they get eaten up pretty quick. So, I mean, who knows, right? I mean, this is crypto, so I can't say, we're going to see this thing at the 7.3-ish, in the next week or so, because you never know, right? But I mean, if you look at just the history, and it's a new project too, but if you look at the history, it gets eaten up. Plus, they do buybacks with this company. So this is a really, really good project. I might actually get another bag today with Vault just because it's on a little bit of discount, and I'll be waiting for this little run up right here. This is the run up I'm waiting for. Now, I take profits in these coins. I get a lot of crap for taking profits, but I do take profits in these coins just because I have to live on it. You know what I mean? Rhode Island and Indiana. Nice. Yeah, I grew up in New York, then moved all the way to the other side of the country. Waiting on the dip to buy more. Vault. Yep. So Vault is, and it's kind of dipping right now. Let's see. I'll bring it up right now. It's kind of dipping right now, which is nice. But who knows when it's actually going to. It'll recover though. It's on a little bit of a dip right now. But if you take a look, I mean, this thing does recover very nice. But yeah, it's on a dip right now for sure. And who knows, like when I got to look into their roadmap and stuff again. But yeah, so people are going to be starting to take profits too. Because listen, that regulation stuff with Biden, I think, is coming out next week. I think people are going to start taking a lot of profits just because They don't know there's so much uncertainty, right? You don't know what's going to happen. You got to watch the buyback. You got to watch the buyback time to buy the dip on Vault. Oh, so do they do like a specific time where they buy back, or if it dips below a certain percentage, do they do that, like a schedule? Because that's something you can time then. You can definitely time that. Am I wrong? I think you can time that then a little bit. Let's see. So there's nothing on Saitama. Where is Saitama right now? Nothing on Seda Realty, right? It was supposed to be a couple days and nothing yet, right? We're in the 12s. Eesh, so every time we get up and we think we're doing, wow, it hit the 19. And then people said, thanks for my money. Outski, outski, outski. Wow. Every time so that's the problem with Saitama and not delivering. It's going to get pumped up, right? People are going to pump it up, pump it up, pump it up. And then the people that are just waiting, where they're like, listen, I just need a little bit more and then I'm out forever. That's what's happening. So it's going to be super hard for it to get back to its all-time high. It's going to be really hard. They're going to need so much stuff. It's literally like a 10x, almost a 10x from the all-time high. So it needs to, so all the people that bought at the all-time high, they need a 10x just to break even. That's sad. That sucks right there. Because if you put $5,000 in a project and it 10x's at 50 grand, you're loving life. If you put $5,000 in a project and you lose a 10x on it, it's absolutely terrifying, right? Like, I can't imagine. Now I lost. That happened to me, right? I had my highest value of Saitama last year in November was $200,000, 200 grand. Yeah, it's like at 3 a.m. Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely pay attention to that. Believe showed me that. Yeah, Believes. I love that guy. He's awesome. He's a good one to listen to. Believes. He knows Vault inside and out. That guy is super smart. He knows Vault inside and out. So if you want to learn a lot about Vault and all the technical parts of it and stuff like that, Believes. Follow him on Twitter. Watch his YouTube. He has some very good content on Vault. Saitama in the 12s. Do we think Seda Realty is coming out this week? And do we think Seda Mask is going to work perfectly for Dubai? Those are the things that have to go absolutely flawless because they have to show that in Dubai. If they go to Dubai with issues on their platform, they're done. I think that's the nail in the coffin if they go to Dubai with still a jacked up project because they need new whales. A lot of their whales are leaving Saitama. They are. Naveen is one of the biggest ones, obviously, that we heard of, just because they put him on blast and they tweeted about Naveen and they did some shady freaking crap, which is another thing I definitely don't appreciate. But they put him on freaking blast. But if you think about it, did he do the right thing? Well, it's his freaking money. He is an investor in Saitama. He wasn't on the board. He's not a dev. He literally was an investor, saw his investment not making money, so he pulled out half of his investment of Saitama. So let's just look at this. He pulled out half of his investment in this project, right? And he put half of that into this project. If you think about it, he is one of the smartest people on the face of the planet. Hands down, the smartest person on the face of the planet, right? He literally and he was a pre-saler. He got in on a pre-sale of Terra. So listen, I don't know if he sold. I really don't care if he sells or not. It's his money, right? But if he Holistic Crypto is the Vault man. Okay, yeah, I don't know Holistic Crypto, but I'll definitely look into them. So yeah, if you're looking for Vault news or Vault anything, this is your person right here. Holistica Crypto, right? So that's the Vault man. So anything Vault, any questions on Vault, go to this person right here on the screen, and that's your person for Vault. They'll probably break stuff down a lot more than me because I don't look at the technical side. When I look to invest in projects, I just look at some key things. Do they have a utility that's actually going to benefit or that's different than what everyone else is doing that people then can adopt and attract new investors to, right? I look at the team. What does the team do? Does the team come through with what they say they're going to do? Do they interact with the community? Do they keep the community informed? And then I look at the community. How does the community interact if you ask questions? Do they answer you, or they tell you to go pound sand and sell your coins like some other freaking projects? I look at a bunch of different things, and that's just how I invest. A lot of other investors, they break down the coin, the technical analysts, they do all kinds of stuff, right? Which that's how they do it. So I have my way, and they have their way, right? But my way is that's why I was drawn to Shibnobi, right? I looked at their team with Cliff, and I really think that's a powerhouse of a team, right? They are on AMAs Monday through Friday, every freaking day, 5 days a week, talking with the community. And if they have no bombs to drop, they just ask, they answer questions from the community. It's crazy. It's freaking awesome. So the transparency is there. The utilities, they have a multi-chain swap coming out. Not a whole lot of places have the multi-chain where it's BSC, Polygon, Ethereum, right? Most of the swaps that are coming out have they're Ethereum based or BSC based. But when you have a multi-chain, that makes your project and company more attractive to others, and you can bring more potential investors and communities in to your platform. And then the community, like I'll ask the community a question, they'll respond to me and say, hey, you check out this video, they covered that and da 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 da. Like they're very communicative, right? I probably said that wrong, but they talk you through stuff. Ganja Goons in the house. What's happening, Witty? How's it going? So listen, Ganja Goons, you guys are freaking crazy, and I love you. Probably some of the best communities out there as far as YouTubers communities goes. Teddy Ganja, honestly, he's one of my favorite YouTubers now. Just cool, calm, collected dude. Goes on. He's just a good dude. So if you haven't followed Teddy Ganja or you don't know who he is, look him up on Twitter. Subscribe to his channel on YouTube. He does good content. He has some awesome guests on. He's actually coming on our show tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. So that should be a fun time. But yeah, Ganja Goons in the house. Love you guys. You guys are awesome. Say the slush fund, Richard. Yeah, we are literally paying for Russ's second homes, third homes, fourth homes, right? I don't know how it's going to work with Seder Realty. I don't know that. There's so many legal issues that I think are going to happen with Seder Realty. It's going to be absolutely crazy. I've been watching your Shibnobi videos and saw they finally found you. Yes, they finally found me. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Thank you. And it's cool because I jump in on the AMAs just to say, hey, what's up? And just the love and support from the community members of Shibnobi have been absolutely amazing. So I honestly, this has been a fun ride. Can you check on DexIO protocol? What's the DexIO pro? I mean, what do you want me to? Is that an actual token, or do you want me to look something up on Dex Tools? Like, what are you referring to as far as that goes? WPR. What's going on, Kent? Good morning. Yeah, I'm very well. Thank you. I appreciate it. So I saw you on the AMA last night. I tried to get on and speak. I requested on Twitter to speak like at 8:30, and I don't know if they do the Twitter ones so I'm going to jump on Telegram, I think, tonight, because it seems like all the people on Telegram, they are the ones that get chosen maybe. So I don't know. I got to figure out where they're actually looking for people to chime in. But Strong did have that great point where the regulations are coming, and if you don't have your stuff on an up and up, you're going to get regulated, and you might not be around. Honestly, Brian, what's going on? Here is a Crypto Squad member. What's up, Brian? Listen, I definitely appreciate your membership. Videos are coming soon that are going to be strictly for our members on kind of what projects the future projects that I'm looking for, what I'm going to be diving into. And listen, if you're a member of the Crypto Squad, you're going to get those firsthand before anybody else. So, Brian, I definitely appreciate you, man. It's a project in gaming. Yeah. So what I'll do is Dex.io protocol. I'm going to look into that WPR for sure. I'll definitely look into that, and I can do a video on that as well. I have my list of coins I have to look and do videos on is getting a little bit crazy, but I'm going to try and knock them out for sure. Brian, but thank you, man. I really appreciate it. So Kent, Telegram. So I'm going to jump into Telegram for sure and try that out. Let's see, man. All my money is in Shibnobi. Wish I got into Tether. Yeah. What's your take on Shibnobi's low at the moment? I get great catalyst coming, but how do we get to the all-time high and more? I think we can do it with Dojo. So I think there's going to be a combination. I'm looking at the end of March, really, Witty. So the end and the reason I say the end of March is because Dojo Swap's going to come out, right? If it comes out and it's totally working, I'm not going to say flawless because there's always going to be something, right? So I'm thinking if Dojo Swap comes out and it works great, right? And it's easy to use, and the second version 2 of Dojo Swap is going to come 2 to 3 weeks later. I'm hoping it's still in March, but that's when they're going to add more improvements of what Dojo Swap does, how it functions, the visual effects of it. So there's also going to be that March 21st exchange, which is the big one. But Cliff also said last night there's another exchange that's going to happen before March 21st. So we have Dojo Swap version 1, hopefully Dojo Swap version 2, and 2 exchanges, one of which is a big exchange. That to me, and also the community members or the other projects, this is a big one that not a lot of people are talking about. And this is for me personally. Listen, I'm not a financial advisor, whatever, right? But the reason I'm so glad Cliff put that the new projects that get into Dojo Swap and apply have such a small fee. It attracts so many newer coins, newer communities, right? To get onto Dojo Swap. What that does is that literally brings those communities to our platform, to our project. And not all of those people in those communities have ever heard of Shibnobi. So once we're on their platform or they're on our platform and they see what we are, what we're about, I personally think they're going to come in and buy our tokens, which is going to create the more 24-hour volume. It's going to raise the market cap, right? So I think there's a lot of things in March that are so super positive that there's no way. And that's me personally, right? Like, I think it's not going to take a lot of money to get this first zero gone, right? So I really don't think. Let's see, Shinja. I really don't think it's going to take a lot because we've eaten this zero before many times and we've gained it back many times, right? So this to me is an easy zero to kill. This one is going to be a lot tougher. However, we've gotten pretty high before, not like super high, right? I think we've got, what was our all-time high? Like, what was our all-time high with this coin? 2.4, yeah. So a 2.4, I personally think, I honestly think with everything in March, I personally am looking at maybe like a 3 or 4. If you think that's super fanboy bullish, I don't know. Like this zero, super tough. I don't know what the hell it's going to take for this freaking zero. Everyone says 3 zeros, 4 zeros, the end of the year. I don't see that, to be honest with you. I'm not hating, but I don't see that, right? I see this zero getting to like maybe a 3-ish, 3.5. hopefully in the very near future with everything I just said. But like the 8, the 9, and then killing the 0, that's going to be really tough. That's when we're going to need we're going to need crypto.com. We're going to need Binance. We're going to need some big powerhouse exchanges, but it's very doable. Telegram has audio, Twitter doesn't. Oh, so yeah, so I'm on Twitter Spaces all the time, right? So is that different because they hold Twitter Spaces as well, right? So that's weird. I don't know. I'm not technically savvy at all. Saitama, I bet, aren't doing things by the books. Yeah. If regulations come, whoo, I don't know. Sata Realty, man. Oh, and they still don't know how distributions are going to fully work. That's exactly why Sata Realty is going to be in trouble. They because Russ said they're going to, as they go, they're going to figure out how the distributions are actually going to work. Well, you're selling your coin way before that happens. You need to know that crap now. People need to know now. Definitely get more attention on Telegram. All right, so I'll hop into Telegram. Where that link for the squad? I'll join. Oh yeah, so Crypto Squad. Yeah, I definitely appreciate it. Let me just throw up the link for the Crypto Squad real quick. And listen, I'm not shilling myself. I'm not doing any of that. If you guys are interested, it's right here. I'll just throw it in the channel real quick. All you do is hit the join button right here. Let me mute that real quick. And I'm definitely not hoeing myself out right now. But yeah, you just come here, you just hit join. Let me see if let's see. I'll just throw it. Yeah, I'll just throw it right there. And listen, just hit the join button. It'll take you right there. Listen, I'm definitely not hoeing myself out. But yeah, it's I want to be doing a bunch of videos with you guys, and it's just I just appreciate everyone's support. I really do. How do you take profit percentage wise, price points? Yeah, so I'm going to use 2 examples, Brian. So for Shinja, I took profits one time with Shinja, and it was like when I first got in. So I'm going to tell you how I would take profits with Shinja, and I'll tell you exactly how I took profits with that PLNT that a lot of people are into. So this is how I take profits. If it's at a 6057, let's just say I would personally buy in now. I actually bought at 6.5, right? I bought a bag at 6.5. So what I would do, because this price can go absolutely crazy when the exchanges come, Dojo swap, right? We just talked about it. Now, to take profits, when this thing gets up to like a 1.6, I would pull my initial investment out, right? Plus profits. And what I would do, I would just split it in half. So I would take, so if I put $1,000 in and say now my investment, let's just say 6, 12, let's just say it gets to the 1.8, just because that's the 3x, right? So what I would do is I would take, this would be worth $3,000, right? So I would take my initial $1,000 out, right? So now I'm playing with the house's money. Then I would take an additional 1,000 out. So now I 2x'd my money. I did 100%. I took my original investment out. I took out a $1,000 profit, and now I have $1,000 of free coins that I can just let ride. 100% let ride. I took out my initial investment of $1,000. I took out profits of $1,000, and I have $1,000 in there. That's free money on top of whatever other bag I have. Right? That's kind of what I would do. And then this is what I did with PLNT. And I am 100% out of PLNT. I am not in that coin anymore because I do this full time. So I need to take profits, right? And I'm not selling any of my Shinobi right now because it's way too low. And I don't want to do that because of everything it has coming out. So this is what I did with PLNT. So yeah, PLNT. Wow. So I'm kind of thankful I got out, to be honest with you right now. I wish my chart was still up. My chart is my chart still up? There's got to be like an easier way to do this, right? This is PLNT, right? It's not that old. Maybe that's not PLNT. My bad. Okay. So PLNT. I actually, yeah, so my markers are still there. This is exactly what I did. Awesome. Okay. So PLNT, I got in right here. I was like the 82nd or 83rd holder in PLNT. Now, this is all within a 12-hour period. I got in, I got out. I put in, I don't have my exact numbers, but I put in like $550. It was like 1.2 BNB right here at the 1.5-ish mark. Yeah, so like 1.4, I put in 1.2 BNB. Then when it got to right here, it got to the 3, I pulled out my initial investment plus half. So I took out like I think it was like 1.8 BNB or something I took out. So now I took my initial investment out. I took profits out. Now I'm cool, right? This thing can go to 0 and I still made money. But it started going crazy. So then I took out another BNB or 2. I think I took out 1.4 BNB right here. And then it started going up again. I said, you know what? I'm not in this project for the long term right now, right? Because I got to make money. So then I took out another, I think half a BNB here. And then in the morning, I took out the rest, which was like, I think 2 BNB. So I ended up, my numbers were, I put in like 550 and I walked away with 1960. So I profited. I think my total profit was like 1,320 in 12 hours. 12 hours. Just think if I put in like, I don't know, 5 BNB to start, right? But that's always the case. So yeah, that's exactly what I did on Plant, and that's how I made money. Now I'm not in Plant for the long term, right? Some people are, and that's cool, but I wasn't, right? I made a quick $1,300 in 12 hours. Now to some people that's like, well, that's chump change. Well, that's actually some people's mortgage for the month in 12 hours. So I was like, I'm 100% okay with that. Dubai is going to be crazy important for these altcoins. Yeah, the relationships, right? The relationships they're going to make, the partnerships that are hopefully done in Dubai. I can't wait for it. Take your investment out first and ride the wave for free. Yeah, so that's kind of right. Like, so as soon as I saw that double up, Angel and Brian, I took my initial investment out and then some. Right, I took out a little bit more. This way, if it goes to 0, you're still in the plus, right? How will regulations affect those smaller coins on Dojo Swap? That's a very good question. I hope those coins are doing their due diligence as far as having their own legal team, and hopefully they're incorporating themselves or becoming actual companies. Like, I have no idea. It could affect them dramatically. But here's the thing, and I hate to say this part of it, but this is the reality. Let's just say we have a coin that says, I don't know, live stream coin that's on Dojo Swap. Let's say they're not fully regulated, and let's say they have 10,000 holders. Let's say they're not fully regulated and they go under. God forbid, right? I'm not throwing hate, I'm not throwing shade, but then again, it's a fake coin we just made up. So let's just say it goes under. Well, where are those 10,000 community members going to go? Real quick, I think they're going to diversify on every coin on Dojo Swap, and one of them is going to probably be Shinobi because they got their crap together. They know they're legit. So that's actually going to help Shinobi in the long run if that happens, right? But I have no idea. I mean, I don't wish any project like that, but it's going to happen. It is definitely going to happen. I agree with Angel. Yep, me too. Cliff will vet who's good or not. No other dev team like them. Yeah, they do. There is really no other dev team like them. Like I say it all the time. That's one of the biggest reasons I invest is because of the team is absolutely freaking awesome. A lot of these like Shinja just need to get more listens because at this point everyone is chasing the new coins to make a fast money. Cash Nate, that is absolutely accurate. So many new coins, and we just saw that with well, obviously Plant's one of them. But you see that with coin, there's a new coin every like 5 freaking seconds. Shinjiro, this one just came out. No real utility, right? This one doesn't have a utility at all. But I mean, it had a nice little runs consolidating. But listen, this is taking $1.3 million out of other projects because this is a brand new coin that's taking money from a different project, right? So there's thousands of these. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars in these weird like projects that are being taken from actual solid projects. They don't have audio set up on Twitter, Telegram. Oh, okay. So they don't specifically, they don't have the audio capabilities on there. Thanks, man. I agree. Your videos are top notch. I've been trying to show your videos on the Shibnobi Telegram. Oh, listen, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Honestly, I just try and I don't try to be like a moon boy on projects. I just try and do my research and what I would actually invest in personally. My kids are in some of the stuff that I'm in as well. So if it's good enough for me and my kids, I feel like it might be good enough for somebody else. It might not be. It might not be your thing, but no, but I definitely appreciate it. Twitter, you have to ask Jason your question. Gotcha. So that's why I was doing Oh, okay. So that's the connection right there. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, and here's that link, guys. Listen, obviously, yeah, you guys do you. But you get in on Crypto Vault pre-sale. I've been trying to make that Saitama lost back. Yeah, so Witty, we talked about it last night on the show and a little bit this morning. I just have questions. I definitely have questions of will my money, let's just say let's just because Saitama right now, if you're able to get Saitama with the Crypto Vault or any other crypto, I guess, let's just say Shinja or Shibnobi. If you're able to Crypto Vault Shibnobi, is that a smart play? Right? Like if I lock it up for somebody and like say I want to buy my son a billion, let's just use a billion. I know Shibnobi, a billion is not a lot, but a billion tokens of Shibnobi, and I'm gonna vault them for 3 years for my son. Well, what if Shibnobi breaks 5 zeros next year and then consolidates all the way back to where it is today? I am not able to pull that out right at any time. And do I actually get reflections? Because Shibnobi is going to be a project where they're going to have reflections or not reflections. Oh, yeah. Do I get reflections? And do I get staking capabilities, right? Because if I'm going to gift my son something, like I have him in some stuff right now that he's getting staking on, right? Do I lose those benefits by throwing it in a vault? Do I lose the reflections? Do I lose staking capabilities? And obviously I can't pull it out because it's locked up in a vault. What if it goes absolutely ape crap and I can't pull it out and then the whole market corrects and we're in a total bear market? Then I'm kind of screwed, right? Those are my only issues with it. But so I'm not going to be doing the crypto vault stuff by sending my coins there. I might invest in the project, but if I have those questions, I think other people have those questions as well. The big thing is new investors is don't make an exit strategy when they enter a new coin. The big thing in new investors is they don't make an exit strategy when they enter a new coin. Yeah. All right, Brian, let's see. Okay, cool. Thanks. I just never know when to pull out. I lost a lot of profits on Shiba Inu back in October, just holding. I'm going to start taking profits like you said. No, definitely. So I got wrecked last year because I never took profits before November. I lost so much money. It was disgusting. When the market really tanked, right? I never took profits because I was new to crypto. I've only been in crypto a couple of years, and that was my learning lesson. That's what made me kind of the investor I am now, where I take profits. Because I always thought, taking profits, that means my position's getting smaller. Well, what if this thing burns 3 zeros? And then I'm going to lose, 500 grand if I pull out some profit now. So that was my mentality. But when the market tanked, I lost almost everything. So instead of losing a potential 500 because I'm making profit here, I never saw that profit, and then I lost 500 grand here. So it was like a double effect. So now I've learned just to take profits and then let yourself ride on these coins for free, right? Like you have no financial relationship now with these coins because you took your initial investment out, you took some of your profit out, and now you're just playing for free. Now you can invest in another coin, and then if that does the same thing, you take your investment out, you take profits out of that one, and you still have your money and profits from both coins, and now you have free coins in multiple projects. So that's kind of how I started to learn how to diversify. But it took me getting absolutely wrecked, unfortunately, in order to learn that on myself. Definitely, Angel, I'm trying to plan instead of diving in. Yeah. And listen to, as far as like projects go, listen to a couple of YouTubers and find out who you really like and who makes the most sense for you, right? Like I used to listen to when I first started, all the Moon Boys, like this is gonna 1000x. This is gonna the 1000x's are so hard to get into at the right time, right? And all the people that a lot of YouTubers are paid by these tokens, so they shill the hell out of them. So far, I've never taken a penny. I'm not a paid YouTuber. I just talk about the ones I love, right? But a lot of these guys with tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of followers, they'll shill coins because they have a financial interest in that. Number one, they get paid, but they also might get paid in that coin. So if they get all of their members to buy the coin, it's going to pump it up, and then they're just going to sell right from under you. It's a disgusting game that they play, but they play it very dang good. But that's just the game. I learned that the hard way too. I was like on every YouTube, every Moon Boys channel, like, this is the greatest thing ever. I'm gonna be a millionaire next week. I'll throw $100 into this and I'm a millionaire, right? It doesn't work that way. Sometimes, yes, it does. Like there's unicorns, right? There's everyone wins the lottery. Everyone buys a ticket, right, for the lottery. How many people actually win the lottery? People do win the lottery, right? Every week, there's a new lottery winner every week, right? But how many people actually play the dang game? So many people. It's so rare to find those 1000x's. And so that's why I've changed my whole way of thinking of, I'm not chasing 1000x's right now. I'm chasing the 2 to 5x. That's for my profits. Now I want to leave my tokens in there in case it 10x, 50x, 100x. I'll leave what I have in there left for that, but I'm going to chase my 2x, 4x, 5x, 6x. I'm chasing those for my profits to take, but then I'll leave the rest for if it does hit big. So I still have skin in the game, right? But what's wrong with a 2x? You're doubling your money. If you put $100 in a project and you get $200 back, that's a pretty damn good investment. That's hard to do. You know how hard that is to do in the stock market? That's way hard. What are your thoughts on tokens that don't lock liquidity versus locked liquidity? Very scary. Very scary because bad things can happen. I even like it when like the devs and the stuff have a locking period or vesting period where they can't sell their stuff. But I definitely love when companies lock. As an investor, it makes me feel safer. So I think that is a huge plus. My question is, what's going to happen to Saitama when the liquidity is unlocked? What is your take on that? I honestly don't see Saitama being around in the very near future. Now, I might get hate on that. Listen, I own Saitama. My daughter owns Saitama. We got in back in October. We got in, and I remember I didn't sell, right? Even at the all-time high. I thought this was going to be the greatest thing. I was going to drive 50,000 Lambos. I was going to buy a Lambo for every one of my friends and family members, right? Until I got smacked in the face the day after Vegas. But I don't think Saitama is going to be around. Just their leadership and their dev team, I really don't think they have what it takes to be a successful company to begin with. I don't think they have the it factor. I really don't. And a revolutionary product and a revolutionary company, they can't even get their swap right now. They can't launch a token. They can't launch their own Sata Realty token without hiccups, right? They pushed it back 5 times and it's still pending. Like there's too many issues, too many bot attacks, too many server attacks, too many things going on, and they can't really they can't get their crap together. So I think once if their liquidity is, I think it's not going to last. That company is going down. It's going down fast. That's just my personal opinion. I heard you get your reflections staking, not sure because you have to pay extra to stake into that chain. I assume if token dumps well, it's like buying a Sears gift card. Yeah, right. Yeah, so if you get reflections, I'm assuming you're talking about the crypto vault. If you get your reflections, well, because I guess it is a wallet, right? So that is true, Witty. So in the AMA last night, I heard Teddy and Crypto Vern talking that Crypto Vault on the back end creates you a wallet, and it's going to be in a wallet, your tokens. So if that token, if that wallet actually receives reflections, that is also a game changer. I don't like that I can't pull my investment out at any time if it moons. However, if you're staking for or if you're getting reflections for 3 years, that crap freaking adds up. Absolutely. So that is that is good. That is a good, I just need to find out which kind of wallet. Is it through MetaMask? Is it, you know what I mean? Because some wallets, I don't know if all wallets receive reflections, but I'm assuming they do, right? I think if I put 2 BNB in Crypto Vault pre-sale, I would make something on launch at least. Yes, because of the people that are pushing it. I think you got your Teddies that's probably going to push it, and then with his group too, right? You do have Rodney, My Crypto Journey, Austin, Awesome Austin. They're all kind of they talk to each other, right? You have Crypto Realist, and then within their little group, then those people have their groups as well. So if they all get into it, then their other groups they'll push it, and I honestly think it can go just like PLNT. That PLNT I was just talking about, that's exactly what happened. I heard it because I was on Teddy's show, and Crypto Realist was on, Awesome Austin was on, and I was thinking about jumping in. And when Crypto Realist and Awesome Austin said, "Hey, yeah, listen, we're going to ape in. I'm just transferring money over," I said, "Oh crap, they're going to put a lot of money into it, and if they do it, they're going to shill the crap out of it because now they're invested in it." So I jumped in. Then Awesome Austin aped in, and then it kind of just went, and that's kind of how I made my money, to be honest with you. But yeah, if all these communities start talking about the project, I think it's going to do well. I think Saitama is doing this stuff on purpose so people just give up and leave. Yeah, it kind of makes you think, right? Like it really kind of makes you think if they're just done. Because if you hear Russ on his AMAs or Twitter Spaces or whatever, he just sounds done. He sounds like he's given up and he's just done with the project, right? Like he's just had enough. But yeah, he definitely sounds like that. So listen, guys, hey, I'm going to cut you short. I'm going to run out real quick. But listen, thank you. Smash that like button, subscribe to this channel. I appreciate every one of you, really. Check out that Crypto Squad. And thank you for just listening to me. I know I ramble. I probably talk way too damn fast, but I appreciate every one of you. Thank you so much. Tune in tomorrow night. I'm going to be on tonight and tomorrow morning as well. However, tomorrow night we have Teddy Ganja in the house. Show him some love. Definitely a great dude. But I will see you guys either later tonight, tomorrow morning, or hopefully definitely tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern on this channel. So look out for that one. All right, guys. Thank you, everyone, for listening. See ya.